Hey everyone, Jared here from Storytowns, and we have joined with the Glen Elgshire to highlight businesses around the area. And here's one business I want to share with you. This is Andrew from Portland Signworks, and you know those green "Yes, we are open" signs you're seeing around Portland, maybe Port Fairy and Warrnambool? Well, there's a bit of a story behind this, and Andrew is going to share that with us right now. And don't forget to listen to the end, because Andrew's going to give you details with how you can get your sign, and he does them pretty quickly and gets them to you as soon as possible. So if you've got a business, you're going to like this. I'm sitting at 37 Tyers Street in Portland. Andrew Bryant, you're the Signage Man in Portland. This is true?
Yes, that's correct.
You've been busy the last 2 weeks, and can you tell everyone why? Okay, let me tell the story actually. I was driving through Portland last week, and all these signage were on these signs were on all the shop windows saying, "Yes, we are open." I'm like, that's a good idea. Who's doing this idea? And then one thing led to another, and here you and I are talking now. So how did this come about? What are you up to?
I started with, I noticed that the way things sort of came to a bit of a standstill and everyone went into fear mode, I think, with the coronavirus, was that people I'd noticed were pulling up out the front, looking twice and then driving off. So I decided that, with our door shut at the time, we're wondering who is open, who isn't open. So I designed a fairly generic sign for our front window. And then a couple of my friends were having the same issue. One owns a tyre place here and the other one owns the local paint shop. And she rang me and said, I need help because I've got notes on the windows with doors shut, but we're still trading. So I said, well, I've got an idea. Let's try this. And it's just a big, yes, we are open sign. And then secondary, it has another dot on it that basically tells how you're trading, whether you're trading for people to stop, don't come in the shop, but ring us, we'll deliver to you, or you can come and pick up later. Or yes, the door is open, come in, but adhere to the 1.5 metre standing rules.
God, it's bloody effective. Like, I've seen it everywhere, and you've just showed me you've got a fair few that you have to do. So where are you doing them? You're doing it in Portland, Warrnambool and Port Fairy?
That's correct. And I'm finding that once you do one or two in each place, then it starts to roll on and the other shopkeepers go, wow, that's a simple and great idea. And the main theory behind it too as well was that Portland looked like it was closed. The whole CBD looked shut. So now when you drive down the street, you can, at a glance, you can see that shop's open, that shop's open, that shop's open. Yeah. And if they're one of the ones that you want to get stuff at, then you can pull up. You can actually clearly read from your car out the front of the shop how they're trading, whether you need to ring them first to go in or whether you can just actually go in. And a lot of the shops are loving it. They're because I also found, speaking to a lot of my clients, that they had no direction and the customers had no direction, and now both of them have got direction on how to go to their shops or businesses and purchase or speak to them.
Because you've been doing this a long time. You're 51 now, if you don't mind me saying, and you started doing this 30 years ago, yeah?
Correct. I started back in the mid-'80s after leaving school at, I think I was 15, nearly 16 at the time, and started my apprenticeship with a local signwriter, Glenn Roberts. Worked for him for 5 years. He was a great boss, taught me really well, and it was back in the day when it was all brushwork and hand mark artwork, no computers. So it was fantastic to learn that, and I'm so glad that I actually learnt it as it is. And even when the computers started to come in, I still sort of pushed them to the side, and because I loved the art side of the job.
And tell us about the response that people have had. Have people got back to you and telling you that it's working?
Yeah, they have. They certainly love it. Again, because it's probably given them direction as well on how to operate, because I think it was a little bit unclear at the time. And also they love the fact that now they know how they're going to work and that they can actually open up their businesses. And I'm finding that a lot of businesses, after that initial first 2 weeks, have started to realise, well, we do need to work, we do need to earn money, and we can do it safely. And I think these signs have helped for sure.
Did you get a bit nervous when the whole corona thing kicked off?
Yeah, for sure. More so about the business as well, and just turning up on that Monday after the initial announcement of going to stage 3, that we didn't really know what we could or couldn't do. We didn't know whether we were going to be shut down or whether we were allowed to operate. I guess we were doing a lot of signs for the local hospital, for their clinics, for the drive-through clinic as well, which hasn't eventuated yet because of our numbers have been down so low, which is fantastic. But we still had to supply to them, and we also, with these signs, supplying to businesses to help them out, and also the distance markers so people can stand to be served, which is another thing as well. We've one of the local fruit shops said that they didn't want that sort of look with the official stand here sign, so we've done pictures of fruit placed around on the floor, and also at the local paint shop as well. We've done splatters of paint because everyone knows what they mean. And they still have the please stand 1.5 metres apart, but it just puts rather than this red danger sort of look, it actually gives you a friendly nice feeling about it. And again, back to we're open signs. That's why I chose green, because everything's in red, COVID red. So just to have that friendly, welcome, green, go type of thing that reflects that.
Tell me what happened Anzac Day. Fill me in. What? Tell me something went down. Talk me through it.
And Anita, our local mayor, and also one of the heads of the committee for Portland here, rang me, and she said, I can feel a little bit of pressure from the community. I feel like we need to do something for Anzac Day. So we spoke, and she had an idea about how about we make some signs that people can put out the front in their respect for Anzacs. So I said, righto, leave it with me. And then by the end of the day, by the end of Tuesday, and I think Tuesday or Wednesday it was, we got something worked out. I said, let's do them for $25. We'll donate $5 to the Anzac appeal, the local RSL, and we worked out 2 designs. So I posted it Wednesday night on Facebook, and within probably 20 minutes, I think we had a heap of likes and probably 50 to 100 comments. So people wanting them. So it just took off. So we had to get to work first thing Thursday morning. We had to get straight to work and start producing these signs. And so by the end of Thursday, Friday, we'd sold 305 of these signs. So it really took off. We actually had to get people to wait while we kept printing and printing and printing. So we couldn't do anything else for 2 days. So in the end, and still had people Monday morning coming in wanting them, and so we probably sold another 10 on Monday as well of these signs, which was fantastic, because then we got to donate $1,550 to the local RSL for the appeal. And
you kicked in $1,000 of your own cash?
Yeah, we kicked in another $1,000 too, because it was fantastic. It was so much better than we thought it would go. And we were busting to do something for the Anzacs each year. And each year we actually donate all the names for the crosses for the new people that have passed away, unfortunately, each year. So we donate them, and this year we were hoping to help out with some other things as well, and due to the morning ceremony not happening, we couldn't do that. So it's fantastic to have done this to help out.
And tell me some of the works that people would have seen around. You've done the Kelpie Centre in Casterden, the Kelpie on the side there. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. Those giant pictures of the Kelpie dog. Beautiful. Great photos by Carla Northcote. Amazing pictures. And I think when you do large images like that, if you've got a great photo to start with, it's going to look amazing when it's that big. And I think they end up 4 or 5 metres by about 2.5, 3 metres high, and they've become a real focal point now in Casterden to get a snap with the Kelpie. So it's a
thing to do.
Yeah, and I think we had Carla and I did a photo at the front with the pictures, and I think we had 30,000 views in the first day on Facebook.
God, okay, very popular. Tell me some of the other stuff that people would see around town. You did the Dartmoor sign, yeah?
Yeah, we did the Dartmoor sign, and we also did the Transport Legends sign in Hayward. Yep. And we've done a lot of 3D, large 3D Core 10 stuff, the rusty metal. And I love working with it because I love big stuff like that looks amazing and that you can touch and feel as well.
One more thing. Everyone needs to know, how do people get onto one of these Yes We Are Open signs? How does this all work?
Well, you just need to give us a call.
Phone number, give it out.
Our number is 0418 300 460. Send us a text or you can email us on info@portlandsignworks.com.au.
Nice, and then people can get their sign and stick them up.
Yes, and we have a really quick turnaround on them because I think it's very important that if you're struggling with your business or need help like that we get them up within a day or two.
Nice, and this is priority. So, Andrew, you're on top of it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jared. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for listening to Andrew, everyone. And yes, you can find Andrew at portlandsignworks.com.au or you can call him 0418 300 460 or email is info@portlandsignworks.com.au. Get on to Andrew, get your sign, get it out the front of the shop, and they work a treat. I promise. I've seen them everywhere. And Andrew is a really lovely guy, as you heard. There's more podcasts coming out later in the week, so don't forget to subscribe via Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find us, and we'll let you know what other people are doing around town. Thanks, everyone. Bye.